welcome to Sunday Night Heat. Michael Cole, Kevin Kelly at ringside. We'll talk about this huge story within the hour.
Following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Making their way to the ring at a combined weight of 652 pounds, Prince Albert and the Big Boss Man.
Michael, 7 days ago at No Way Out, Shane McMahon shocked the world by returning to the World Wrestling Federation and siding with the Big Show, guiding the big 7-footer to a victory over the Rocket and locking him in for WrestleMania's main event. But the family feud that's now ensuing between Shane and Stephanie won't be settled until WrestleMania.
492 pounds, Mosh and Thrasher, the Headbangers.
So the unique Headbangers to take on Prince Albert and the Big Boss Man as we kick off Sunday Night Heat. And folks, I can't believe it was just a week ago where we witnessed the final match in a long, illustrious career of Mick Foley. I think about the Mick Foley tribute video that we saw Monday on Raw. I still get chills up and down my spine. I gotta wonder what's going through Mick Foley's mind now as he's sitting at home. Sure, it's nice to have his wife and his children around, but I bet deep down inside, Mick Foley would still love to be part of the World Wrestling Federation and be heading to WrestleMania, but such is not the case. We're going to take a look back at Mick Foley's career a little bit later on Sunday Night Heat as Prince Albert, the big 350-pounder, hammers away on Mosh to start things off. The story between the Boss Man and Prince Albert lately has been Taz. Boss Man and Prince Albert have singled out the human wrecking machine for destruction. First it was at No Way Out, then on Raw Monday, once again even on SmackDown, costing Taz the Hardcore title. And speaking of the Hardcore title, what about the challenge that's been laid out by the Hardcore champion, Crash Holly? He'll defend that title 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, anywhere, as long as there's a sanctioned referee around. So that means like at an airport or a hotel or a gas station? Well, we saw an example of it on SmackDown as Crash Holly was leaving, getting into his car in the parking lot. The Mean Street Posse brought a referee with them out into the lot. And the Posse attempted to pin Crash in the trunk of his car, but the Posse were fighting amongst themselves instead. Yeah, well, tonight you can see the Mean Street within the Mean Street Posse picking on poor Funaki. We know Funaki's basically alone in the World Wrestling Federation since Takovich tore up his shoulder back at the Royal Rumble. Look out now. Thrasher covering a kick out after two. Boy, and talk about somebody tearing up a shoulder and perhaps changing their career. I got to feel bad for Billy Gunn and what happened to him last Sunday at No Way Out, thanks to the Dudley boys. DX, though, with the final blow, shelving Billy Gunn Monday on Raw. Injury update on Billy Gunn. He'll undergo major shoulder surgery this coming week. But the big question of the week remains is this: is Billy Gunn still a member of D-Generation X? I'm not sure that Triple H and Stephanie McMahon Helmsley are focused on internal DX business right now, Michael, or if they're wondering what Shane McMahon and the Big Show's next move is as we march along the road to WrestleMania. Big Show and Triple H will meet for the World Wrestling Federation Championship at WrestleMania. The crowd is chanting, "Shave your back," Michael. Are they yelling at you or what? Now, Prince Albert, obviously. And look at this, cover now on Thrasher. Referee was out of position, and Mosh breaks up the 3 count. Good thing Teddy Long does his cardio. He's got a lot of running to do with this one. And the double team by the Boss Man and Prince Albert on Thrasher. The Headbangers definitely know the way to go when it comes to a real physical type of match. But the Boss Man and Prince Albert are doing the one better right now. You know, this power struggle between Shane and Stephanie at the top of the World Wrestling Federation is really odd, because not only are they battling against each other and the Big Show battling against Triple H, but at times they have to work with each other against common enemies, including The Rock. Well, Triple H certainly has to find a way, I think, to keep the Big Show happy until WrestleMania. Triple H's worst nightmare is to have the 7-footer, 500-pounder angry at him and looking to soften up the champion on the road to WrestleMania. Somehow Triple H has got to keep the Big Show close to him, but not close enough to where he can actually hurt. Man, Thrasher needs to make a tag. Can he get to Mosh? His Boss Man tries to struggle to his feet as well. Boss Man and Prince Albert have been in control, and here's now the tag to Mosh. Good ring presence. The Headbangers. Good ring presence by both men. Prince Albert and Mosh now can carry the fight. Mosh with a big right hand. It's Boss Man from behind, but Mosh saw him coming, and it's hammered away. And there's a kick by Prince Albert. Uh-oh. Mosh in trouble. Oh, man. DDT by Mosh, blading Prince Albert, and a breakup of the 3 count by the Boss Man. little later on, Michael, I know you're excited. We're going to see intergender tag team action. Ivory and Mideon against Mark Henry and Mae Young. I can't wait. It's Mosh. You love it. Yes, I do. Mosh on the top rope. Boss man's leveled. And Prince Albert, look at this. Look at the power. And Prince Albert, cover. This one's over. Prince Albert and the big boss man. Impressive in their victory over the Headbangers.
Prince Albert and the big Mosh man.
Big way to kick off Sunday Night Heat. A big victory for the big boss man and the even bigger Prince Albert. Well, Prince Albert, the big boss man, to beat the Headbangers to kick us off here on Heat. And still to come tonight, perhaps the most bizarre intergender tag team matchup we've ever had. Michael, just when you thought you'd seen it all, Ivory and Mideon are going to challenge Mark Henry and Mae Young. But that's not all. And speaking of bizarre, Al Snow in action goes one-on-one with D'Lo Brown. Plus, Michael, we're going to try to shed some light on the whole relationship between Shane and Stephanie McMahon Helmsley, and perhaps we'll have some real answers before this hour's over. Before Funaki, I only hope for that young man's sake that these three thugs don't fight him. Oh, no! Oh, wait a minute! Turn around! Oh, come on now! You know, the Posse are real tough when it's 3-on-1.
Come on! And that's the call our daddy's your ass, jerk.
They're a bunch of damn bullies. I hate the Posse. Well, Kevin, before the Posse attacked Funaki, we were about to bring you the plays of the week. So right now, here are the plays set to a music video from POD. And the track is entitled Southtown.
And now, the WWF Slam of the Week, brought to you by Snickers. Hungry? Grab a Snickers.
It could be the Rikishi driver. Look at that man. Oh, no. Angel's head bouncing off the canvas. Now he's going to smash him. Look out. Look out. Angel's going to crack up. Oh, that move. 400 pounds and 300 over his rear end. Look at that. Oh, Well, Kevin, despite the fact that Rikishi basically destroyed Kurt Angle, Angle is still the current Euro Continental Champion, as he likes to say.
Is an intergender tag team match. Making her way to the ring, Ivory.
And what about Kurt Angle on SmackDown, defending his honor against Sergeant Slaughter?
I think Kurt Angle got more than he bargained for from Sergeant Slaughter. But I think Jericho said it best when he said Kurt Angle got the stink face from Rikishi.
He weighs in at 304 pounds. Mideon.
And did you see Jericho and China dancing with Too Cool and Rikishi? I didn't realize they had rhythm.
I didn't think they did. They had fun, though, and so did we. Watching them entertain us all last Monday on Raw.
Well, we can tell everybody this week's Sunday Night Heat's brought to you by THQ's WrestleMania 2000 for Nintendo 64. This Christmas's hottest selling game is now back in stock.
And by Milky Way. The best ever caramel is in the best ever Milky Way. Milk it.
And by WWF The Music Volume 4, get the latest and greatest official WWF Superstar entrance theme. Now available at all Target stores. Are they the first couple of the World Wrestling Federation?
Well, I'm sure there might be some that would argue that point, Michael.
Accompanied by the fabulous Moolah, Mae Young, and Sexual Chocolate, Mark Henry.
You know, call me stupid, laugh at me, call me crazy, but we always do. This is actually the one match tonight that I was really looking forward to.
It's so unique, it's so bizarre, it's like a car wreck. You just can't take your eyes off of it.
Ivory and Mideon against Mark Henry and Mae Young in an intergender tag team matchup.
I'm glad Mae set the record straight, by the way, last Sunday on No Way Out. There's been some misreporting of her age. Now, the fact is that next month, Mae Young is only going to be 77.
Really?
Let the record be straight.
Kevin, also at No Way Out, the Dudley Boys won the tag team titles from the New Age Outlaws. Edge and Christian were also named the #1 contenders after defeating the Hardy Boys, and the shocker there is what Terry did to the Hardys.
I thought the bond between Terry and the Hardys was very strong, a spiritual kinship. But I guess what it really was Terry felt bitter about not being visited in the hospital enough.
That's what she says, but you know, you hang out with Jeff and Matt backstage just like I do, Kevin. They're two compassionate men. They had a job to do. They had to go to work. They couldn't spend every waking moment of every hour of every day in the hospital with Terry. They visited her when they could, and then they had to go back to work. And for her to be upset at that, I just can't believe it. But the real story here is this. What is the situation between Terry and Edge and Christian?
Do Edge and Christian want Terry in their lives, or don't they?
Well, I mean, we saw on SmackDown, first off, both at No Way Out and then on Raw Monday, Terry helped Edge and Christian win matches. Oh man. But then on SmackDown, Terry seemed upset that Edge rebuked her. She slapped him in the face, and it cost Edge and Christian the matchup. And Mae Young getting involved here from the get-go. Look at Ivory. So the women making their presence felt early on in this intergender tag team matchup.
Busted him right in the knob there. Well, I know that Edge and Christian, you know, if this leads to some dissension between the brothers, how, you know, that could possibly derail their tag team title chances. They've got to be really focused if they want to do their best against the Dudley Boys.
Well, we know Edge and Christian, and I don't believe that anything's going to derail them from their goal. Wait a minute, cover on Mideon, and Mark Henry gets the shoulder up.
You know, let's go back to No Mercy last October, and I hate revisiting history so far back. The finals of the Terry Invitational Tournament, Edge and Christian and the Hardy Boys. We know the Hardys won that match and earned the services of Terry. The relationship started there. Do you think that maybe Terry wanted Edge and Christian to win that night? Do you think maybe she's had this plot in the back of her mind all of this time?
It's a good question, and you know, she refers to herself as a she-devil. So we'll have to see.
If there was ever a title befitting somebody, Terry and she-devil go hand in hand.
Oh, look out! Ivory coming in the hard way over the shoulders of Mideon. Here we go! And here comes Mae Young. Listen to this crowd. The legend. Appeal Ivory into the corner. And Mae Young is cooking. Look at this.
I think Mae Young actually dated Fred Beal.
Oh, man. One, no. Bronco Buster on Mideon. Oh, my God. 77 years young. Mae Young pumped the hurting on Mideon. Oh, no. Oh, and Ivory trying to take advantage. Rolls Mae Young over. Ivory's got this one won. Wait a minute. Mark Henry just rolled Mae over Ivory. Listen to the crowd. Mideon is about to pay for it. Ivory really putting a hurt on Mideon over those steel steps. Oh, come on now.
Somebody's got to stop Ivory.
Well, Mark Henry is attempting to. Well, the bottom line here is Mark Henry and Mae Young pick up the victory over those two cowards, Ivory and Mideon.
Michael, though, we can't leave this contest without another look at what might be the move of the week. The Bronco Buster for Mideon. And then from there, after the small package, turned around by sexual tongue of Mark Henry, and the team of Mark Henry and Mae Young score a win. Intergender tag team matchup. Michael, you were right. This is your favorite match. It was great.
Funaki.
Hello.
Hello. Hi. Funaki wants to give you a message. He wants to challenge you to a match.
Challenge who? Which one of us?
All of you. Handicap.
What, we scramble his egg or something?
Handicap.
All three?
All three of you.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi. You tell that Peter he's got it. And you tell him, okay.
Oh, hi.
All right.
Go right again.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right. Take care, Panda Girl.
Beat it. He's doing that.
My creation will come alive! Alive! Alive!
Wrestle your action figures to life. It's showtime. With WWF back-talking crushers. Twist their necks.
That's my neck.
Slam their arms.
You think that hurt?
Crunch their legs.
Don't push me.
WWF back-talking crushers.
We're back on Heat, everybody, and it certainly has been a wild ride for The Rock this week. Screwed not once, but twice by Shane McMahon, costing The Rock his title shot at WrestleMania.
Never in his wildest dreams, Michael, could The Rock have ever imagined this scenario. But it is reality. But the reality of it all is now, with nothing to lose, The Rock is more dangerous than ever.
The People's Champion, The Rock, has got to beat the Big Show to go to WrestleMania to fight the WWF Champion.
I've actually been looking to align myself with a champion, and that lightning bolt has struck. I've aligned myself with the future World Wrestling Federation champion.
Here comes the People's Champion.
Big Show, The Rock says this, and No Way Out, you did beat The Rock. But unlike you, the People's Champ isn't gonna whine, moan, and complain, because the People's Champ guarantees that he is going to WrestleMania, and The Rock guarantees that he is gonna be the WWF Champion. Since you had your chance and you blew it, you, Rock, will go back to the bottom of the ladder.
It's going to be The Rock against the Brooklyn Brawler. The Rock Bottom.
Triple H, The Rock says you think you're real cute. Making The Rock face the Brooklyn Brawler. Bring your candy ass out here. It's got to be The Rock kicking Triple H's candy ass match.
That's not happening tonight. No, it will not be The Rock versus Triple H for the WWF Championship tonight. I've seen it happen.
You got one last chance. If you can pin either Triple H or the Big Show in a handicap match, then you can have your #1 contendership for the World Wrestling Federation Championship at WrestleMania.
He's going to WrestleMania with the people down. The Rock got it. It's over. Shane McMahon, that was a blatant, that was a disqualification. Intentional. Oh, and a low blow. This is a gang assault. Oh my gosh, look at this choke slam. The Rock has been destroyed by Triple H, the Big Show, and damn it, Shane McMahon.
That egomaniacal Rock got exactly what he deserved. Now, many of you ask, why, Shane? Why? Well, you see, I cannot allow The Rock to dominate the World Wrestling Federation just as Stone Cold Steve Austin did.
Shane, Big Show, The Rock figured he'd entertain himself tonight. And The Rock figured the only way to do that is by taking you and kicking both your candy asses all over this arena.
Just imagine that show. 2 on 1. The great one would be music to our ears.
Wait a minute. What is this? It's Rikishi Fatu.
Tonight, The Rock says it's going to be The Rock and Rikishi taking your two candy asses on.
Shane and the Big Show against Rikishi and The Rock.
There's been a change in tonight's lineup. So, ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to introduce my replacement in tonight's match. Give it up for Triple H.
So Triple H has replaced Shane McMahon. He will team with the Big Show against The Rock and Rikishi. Well, I'm telling you, Shane's got a big heart. The big question, can Triple H and the Big Show coexist in this tag team matchup? And Triple H makes the tag, and here comes The Rock. This capacity crowd's exploding. The Rock with pent-up anger, and he's taking it out on the game. He blasted Triple H. Oh boy, what's Big Show doing? Oh no, double team. Oh, Show! What did you do? Show hit Triple H with a chair. Show out of the ring. Oh my God! Rock bottom! Rock bottom! Rock bottom on the game! You can't treat the WWF champion that way! You cannot deliver the most electrifying move in sports entertainment to the game! A people's elbow! Covered by The Rock! He did it! There's two! The Rock has beaten the WWF champion on SmackDown! Look at this, King! Oh, wait a minute. Stephanie and Shane having word. It's a volatile situation. Get out of there. This fragile relationship formed tonight, splitting along the seams. It's a civil war. A civil war is broken out. The McMahon family may never be the same again.
Every family experiences sibling rivalry, but when sibling rivalry escalates to civil war, the casualties are many. Tomorrow night live on Raw, what will Shane and Stephanie McMahon Helmsley do next? We'll have to wait and find out.
Welcome back to Heat. Last Thursday, Kevin, Al Snow set up his friend Steve Blackman for a blind date. And Mr. Personality, Steve Blackman, met his match and then some.
I met her at my therapy group.
Your therapy group?
Steve? Steve Blackman? Oh my God, we're gonna have such a good time. Woo! Head cheese, head cheese, head cheese.
Do you like fish?
Oh my God, I love fish. It's like my favorite thing to eat. I have this guppy named Stan, and he's the cutest little thing, and I was thinking bringing him tonight, and then I was going to bring him this little bag, and I thought, oh, you think it was kind of like a cookie.
What was the pasta?
I love pasta. It's hot, too. It's the greatest thing. And oh,
Needless to say, Blackman wasn't having the time of his life, so Blackman excused himself, and in stepped Al Snow, and lo and behold...
Well, he left. He ran out the door. He said he had some kind of, like, brain aneurysm or something.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of strange.
That
Yeah,
is
just
weird.
went, ran right out the door.
So you have a guppy?
I do. His name is Sam.
Really?
You like fish?
I love fish.
I do, too. That is...
Maybe Blackman should have paid a visit to the Godfather for his blind date and cut Al Snow.
Well, you know, you never know when you're going to get hit with one of those brain aneurysms.
Please. Al Snow got along with her, though.
They have a lot in common.
Yeah, they do. A lot of caffeine. Oh,
Yeah,
my.
each of them a few bricks shy of a load.
There's my caffeine for the week.
Following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring being accompanied by the Godfather from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 268 pounds, D'Lo Brown.
Maybe Steve Blackman could write the book on escapism from a blind date. Brain aneurysm, I never heard that one before.
Me either. Now, what about Funaki? I think he got his brain scrambled by the Posse. He's challenging the Posse to a handicap match through his interpreter?
I can't think of any worse idea in the world right now for Funaki, already beaten down once tonight, to walk into the ring 1-on-3 against the Beat Street Posse. Sure, the Posse have had their problems here in the WWF, Michael, but they are still a powerful force.
Call your bookie in Vegas. Put the money on the Posse. They're winning their first one tonight. Oh, please.
Oh, man. Where's the piano player in the background when we need it?
His opponent, being accompanied to the ring by the Lethal Weapon, Steve Blackman, from Lima, Ohio, weighing in at 248 pounds, Al Snow.
Do you have any idea how embarrassed Steve Blackman is by all of this?
Very much so.
He is a very low-key guy. Does not like a lot of attention drawn to himself. He's focused on his career. Wants to be a success here in the World Wrestling Federation. Doesn't want anything to do with any of this personality stuff. It definitely doesn't want anything to do with head cheese.
But you can't argue with the fact that A, Al Snow and Steve Blackman have been winning together, and B, the fans have taken to the Lethal Weapon. Or is it the lethal cheddar, as King calls it?
Start. He'll be down here in a second. Al Snow one-on-one against D'Lo Brown here on Sunday Night Heat, on a night where we've already seen intergender tag team warfare, Michael. Mideon and Ivory dropped a close one to Mae Young and Mark Henry.
Still to come this evening, a special look, a special tribute to the 15-year career of Mick Foley. I can't believe it was a week ago tonight at Hell in a Cell. Triple H defeated Cactus Jack, ending his career.
As Mick Foley walked up the aisle the final time last Sunday in Hartford, Connecticut, realizing that his career was over, you can see the tears begin to well up in his eyes. He's had a week to digest it, and I wonder just exactly how Mick Foley's feeling right now.
Nice takedown by Al Snow, and you know, you got to give Triple H credit. He has proved over the past month and a half that he is indeed the game. Not only defeating Cactus Jack in a street fight at the Royal Rumble, but then defeating Cactus Jack in Hell in a Cell at No Way Out.
But is Triple H a strong enough force as World Wrestling Federation champion, teamed with his wife, Stephanie McMahon Helmsley, to combat the size of the Big Show and the force that is Shane McMahon?
Hip toss, drop kick by D'Lo Brown. And you know, you speak of Shane. He laid it all out on the line this past week. He was waiting for the proper moment to return. He blamed his sister Stephanie for trying to drive this company in the ground, for getting his father and Stephanie's dad, Vince McMahon, out of the business. And he says he was looking for the right time and the right personality to align himself with. Cover by Al Snow, hook of the leg, kick out by D'Lo, and that right personality was the Big Show.
Shane McMahon also talked about The Rock and the reasons why The Rock needed to be taken down a couple of notches. Said that no man was bigger than the World Wrestling Federation. Talked about The Rock being an egomaniac and didn't want The Rock to become as big as Stone Cold Steve Austin.
And Shane claimed that Vince McMahon, his father, made one crucial mistake. He didn't rid the World Wrestling Federation of Stone Cold Steve Austin what he should have. And D'Lo back to the rope by Al Snow. D'Lo Brown and a big knockdown of Al Snow.
Well, Shane McMahon has not rid the World Wrestling Federation of The Rock. The Rock is still around. The Rock is going to be at WrestleMania, and I have a feeling on the road to WrestleMania, The Rock is going to be a thorn in the side of Triple H and the Big Show.
Leg drop cover. There's and D'Lo Brown saw Blackman up on the apron of the ring.
Wait a minute, Godfather's mobile.
And Godfather going to work on Blackman. Godfather and Blackman hammering at each other. Into the barricade goes Blackman. And D'Lo Brown, sky high. Ooh! And D'Lo is going to fly. It could be low down time for D'Lo Brown. And Blackman with a wise move. Godfather into the post, knocking D'Lo off his feet.
Boy, how unfortunate. And now Al Snow with D'Lo on the top. Set, delivers. Superplex from the top rope by Al Snow. Rolls into the cover. Hooks the leg. It's over. Al Snow with a big win over D'Lo Brown. But you got to give Mr. Personality some credit.
Al Snow.
Kevin, it was Steve Blackman who whipped the Godfather into the ring post, causing D'Lo to lose his balance and allowing Al Snow to pick up the victory. And check out the ladies.
Well, yeah, Godfather and D'Lo are trying to console themselves, but let's take one more look. D'Lo was ready to win this match. Godfather's momentum striking the pole because of Steve Blackman sent D'Lo down, and then Al Snow sent D'Lo Brown out after the superplex.
Big win for Al Snow and the lethal weapon Steve Blackman.
And now the Godfather trying to console D'Lo. Dance with the girl. The girls will make you feel better, D'Lo.
They can come right down here if D'Lo don't want them.
Maybe they could have helped Steve Blackman's brain aneurysm.
D'Lo upset. He knew he had the victory over Al Snow. And well, the women are going to console D'Lo Brown.
Well, losing hurts, but sometimes the celebration afterward, nonetheless, makes you feel good. I don't know if D'Lo's heart is in it, though.
Yeah. What's going on here, man? What you been doing? Advertising in the Tokyo Times or something? Man, come on, man. What are y'all?
Hi. He want you for protection.
What kind of protection?
From Posse.
What'd you say? No, hold it. I think I understood that. I think that she said that they want protection from the Posse. You know them three little punks from Greenwich or somewhere
Oh,
there?
Greenwich.
Yeah, that's what you meant, right?
So this.
Okay. Height?
Height.
Okay.
Funaki want boring.
Hey.
Don't ask me now. I don't know what the
You
hell
still
she
ain't-
just said.
You didn't learn
what?
Japanese yet? Brawling. Beat the hell out of them.
Oh, yeah. All right.
We've got a brawling special, but that's going to cost you a lot of money.
I'm charge them a lot more because they got a lot of money.
Yeah.
Okani. Okani?
はい。
お金が必要
はい。
あります。
You got Okani?
あります。
Sit down. We're going to talk.
Sit right there. Make
Tell us
yourself
what you need.
comfortable.
あの3人が俺を襲ってきたんですよ。
Sure.
わかりますか？だから助けがすごい必要なんです。
Welcome back to Sunday Night Heat. It was just 1 week ago that Mick Foley's career came to an abrupt end at No Way Out.
Will Cactus Jack's career end tonight? Or will Triple H's reign of terror with a WWF Championship end tonight? Cactus just threw the steps at Triple H. He just made himself a door. He can't do this. The only way out is up. There is some way out. Cactus. For God's sake. Oh, my God. Cactus has broken in half. How can this match continue, JR? How can he go on? Oh, my God. That 2x4 to barbed wire is burning. Cactus just hit Hunter in the face with that burning 2x4. Oh, my God! For the love of God! The cage broke! The ring broke! And Cactus Jack has broken in half! Everybody's going for the pedigree. No dream is worth it. Kick out Cactus! Triple H is going to WrestleMania, but goodbye, Cactus. Thanks for the great memories, buddy. You're going to be missed, Cactus. Godspeed, Mick Foley. He was born Mick Foley on Long Island, New York. His manifestations as Dude Love and Cactus Jack are infamous, but none are more deranged than Mankind. Mankind is going back up. No way! And so is The Undertaker. No way! That killed him!
Mr. Sacco! Say hello to Mr. Sacco!
It's Dude Love! Austin says, what in the hell have I got myself into?
And to take that WWF Championship belt, that World Wrestling Federation belt.
Mankind has achieved his dream and the dream of everyone else who's been told you can't do it. Mick Foley will simply be known as WWF Champion. I'd just like to say to Dewey and Noel, this belt's for you.
Cactus, goodbye. And thank you.
Welcome back to Sunday Night Heat. Earlier tonight, in an encounter backstage, the Mean Street Posse had some fatherly advice for Funaki.
We're your daddy. All right?
Get it straight.
Keep going.
Hey, here's your daddy. Funaki wasn't about to back down from the Posse, so Funaki sent his interpreter to deliver a message to the Greenwich foes.
He wants to challenge you to a match.
Challenge who to a match? Which one of us?
All of you. Handicap.
But Funaki had one more order of business to tend to before meeting the Posse in the ring.
He want you for protection.
What kind of protection?
From Posse.
We've got a brawling special, but that's going to cost you a lot of money.
I'm charge them a lot more because they got a lot of money.
Yeah.
Okani. Okani?
Hi. You got Okani? Sit down, sit down, sit down. We're going to talk.
Sit right there. Make
Tell us what you need.
Sure.
Well, we're set here on Heat for the Mean Street Posse in a handicap match against Funaki. And we saw Funaki meeting with the Acolyte Protection Agency, speaking to Farouk in Japanese.
Yeah, and Michael, I'm not so sure the Posse is aware of Funaki's meeting with the APA.
Handicap match is scheduled for one fall. Making their way to the ring from Greenwich, Connecticut at a combined weight of 766 pounds, Rodney, Pete Gas, and Joey Abs, the Mean Street Posse.
When Funaki initially made the challenge against the Posse, Kevin, I believe that the Posse were going to pick up their first victory ever here on Heat tonight. But knowing that Funaki's meeting with the APA right now, I don't know if that's the case. Snickers presents WrestleMania, live Sunday, April 2nd from Arrowhead Pond in Anaheim, California. Hungry? Grab a Snickers.
Boy, and WrestleMania is just 4 weeks away. The countdown is on. Can't wait to get to Southern California.
And our opponent making his way to the ring from Japan, weighing in at 201 pounds, Funaki.
Fans from 38 states, 11 countries, including Japan, 5 Canadian provinces will all flock to WrestleMania. And Michael, yesterday tickets went on sale for WWF Access, the fan festival the weekend of WrestleMania in Anaheim's Convention Center.
Going to be a great event. I'll be there. You'll be there as well. And folks, we want to remind everyone in Indianapolis this coming Wednesday, big WWF live event. Tickets will be honored from the show back in January. That was postponed. And also, tickets went on sale today, Kevin, for our next big event at Madison Square Garden in New York City. And what an event it was this past Monday night, Raw from the Garden.
It certainly was special, and to hear the Foley chants echoing throughout the hallowed halls of MSG one last time.
Covered by Joey Abs, hooks the leg, and a kick out after 2.
Well, I mean, what's going through Funaki's mind right now? I mean, he's facing all 3 members of the Mean Street Posse. Rodney, Joey, Pete Gas are just going to look to dissect this young man.
Well, Posse looking for their first victory ever here in the World Wrestling Federation, and if you're a bet man, you got to put your money on him. Funaki in trouble earlier on. I still cannot believe, Kevin, that Mick Foley is gone here in the World Wrestling Federation.
Reality's sinking into all of us, and I'm sure it's sinking into him as well.
And Rodney dismantling Funaki in the ring.
What a great career, though. There's no amount of praise you can give a man like Mick Foley for 15 years for what he gave of himself and what he gave to all the fans.
But life goes on in the World Wrestling Federation as Pete Gas makes the tag. And tomorrow night, Raw comes to you, 9 o'clock, 8 Central, right here on USA. And look at Gas. And will the Civil War, will the power struggle continue between Stephanie McMahon Helmsley and her brother Shane?
There is no way to win a civil war, Michael. And we know that the collision course is set between Triple H and the Big Show for WrestleMania. It's 4 weeks away, but what's going to happen on the road to WrestleMania?
And we also know that The Rock will not be in the main event at WrestleMania.
But The Rock will be at WrestleMania. And along the way to that event, I have a feeling The Rock basically with nothing to lose now. It's going to look to ruin the lives of all parties involved.
Look at this, though. Look out. Double team.
Oh!
Wait a minute. Uh-oh.
I think the Acolyte Protection Agency speaks just enough Japanese, Michael.
The deal was consummated. Here comes Funaki and Bradshaw, and the Posse are being dismantled by the APA. A business deal was struck between Funaki and the Acolytes, and it's paying dividends in this matchup.
It couldn't happen to three nicer Greenwich creeps.
This handicap matchup, no disqualification. And the Acolyte Protection Agency doing a number on the Posse. Oh, what are they going to do here? Wait a minute. Oh, man. Funaki with the cover. It's over. The APA pays dividends. Funaki defeats the Posse. The Posse remain winless.
Well, just another day at the office for the APA. The Posse, you can see it now. Reality beginning to set in, and their worst nightmare coming true as Farouk and Bradshaw hit the ring. Absolutely destroying the Main Street Posse, allowing Funaki to get the much-earned victory.
Tomorrow night, the power struggle continues in the McMahon family on Raw. For Kevin, I'm Michael. See you next week.